Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will start week number 7, and in week number 7 we will finish the topic which we started in previous week, and this was about consumer buying behavior. In this week, inshallah, we will complete this topic and we will start business buying behavior in next week. So first of all, we will discuss the types of buying decision behavior. There are four different types of buying decision behavior: number one, number two, number three, and number four. But before we move to this graph and this matrix, first of all, let's have some background discussion. Students, when we go to market to purchase any product, sometimes we see that there is only one brand, or there are only a couple of brand, and we do not find any difference amongst the brand, and we have to choose between this or this. In this case, consumers do not have any choice. On the other hand, sometimes when consumers go to the market, they see that there are many brands. There are many brands available in the market, and if we want to purchase any product, we will see too much difference. We will see too much difference amongst the brands and their prices and their attributes, and consumers will have to think to purchase certain product. So here we will discuss that what are the four types of business of consumer buying behavior, and what are the factors which affect the behavior of the consumer. First of all, we will see the factor which is involvement. Consumers gets consumers have high involvement, or consumers have low involvement. Why and when, we will discuss inshallah in future. Number two, difference in the brands. It means when we go to the market and we want to purchase a product, we do not find only one or two brands, we find so many brands. Let's have an example of the brands. Let's have an example of the brands. First of all, if we see, if a consumer goes to the market to purchase tea, so in order to purchase tea, consumers will see that there are so many brands available in the market. For example, consumer will see Tetley tea, consumer will see Lipton, consumer will go to market and he will see Supreme, Brook Bond, Islamabad tea, Tapal, and some other brands. So when there are so many brands, then consumers gets involved to see the difference between them, and consumers try to find, or consumer tries to come to a conclusion where he purchases the best product, or where he chooses the best solution. Okay, so this is called involvement and difference amongst the brands. So now let's discuss these 4 points, where these 4 points of the matrix. And in this matrix, the first point is complex buying behavior. When a consumer has complex buying behavior, when there is a high involvement of consumers in the market. Number two, there is a significant difference in the brands. Means there are so many brands available in the market, and when there are so many brands available in the market, it means there is a significant difference between the brands. And number two, consumer gets highly involvement in this behavior. Students, complex buying behavior is encountered particularly when consumers are buying an expensive product. When we say that consumers buy expensive product, it means consumer do not go to the market every day or every month to purchase these products. For example, consumers want to buy a fridge for his family. So refrigerator or a fridge is not a product which is brought or which is purchased frequently. So it is infrequent, number one. Number two, refrigerator is not a cheap product. It is an expensive product. So it is in this infrequent transaction, consumers are highly involved in the purchase decision. They do not go to the market and just purchase any brand that comes their way. No, they will get involved, and there will be a high involvement just because of being the product's expensiveness. Consumers will reach thoroughly before committing to invest. Whenever consumer will go to purchase, consumers will think thoroughly, consumers will research and search, and after research, consumers will try to come or try to reach at a decision. Okay, so it means when we go to market to purchase refrigerator, we will see there are so many brands: Pell, uh, Orient, Dollars, Higher, Intercool, and there are some other brands which are available in the market, and the products are a bit expensive. That's why this will be called a complex buying behavior. Why it is complex? Because consumers do not go to the market on regular basis to purchase this particular product, and consumers, and there is so much difference amongst the brand. So that's why consumers will have a complex buying behavior, where consumers will have high involvement along with high and significant difference amongst the brand. Let's move to the next point now. And next point is dissonance reducing buying behavior. In dissonance reducing buying behavior, consumers have high involvement in the product, but when he goes to the market, he will not find he will not find many differences amongst the brand, but there will be few differences amongst the brand. This might be due to high prices and infrequent purchase. There is low availability of choices with fewer significant differences amongst brand. Consumers do not have so many choices, only one brand, two brands, or three brands, and in these brands, consumers have to make decision. That's why this is called dissonance reducing, because this is very this consumers will have to get involved because there is very few difference, and we will not find the difference more difference in more and more than two to three brands. That's why consumers will have high involvement, and consumer will purchase the product, which will be called dissonance reducing buying behavior. And example of this dissonance reducing would be carpets. When people go to market to purchase carpet for their home, they will not find so many differences because carpets are self-explanatory and the design on the carpet is also self-explanatory, and they will not find so many differences in the carpets, but consumers will have to get involved to take his or her decision. Number 3, now we will discuss point number 3, which is variety seeking buying behavior. Variety seeking buying behavior means consumers do not have very high involvement, consumers have low involvement, and there are significant differences between the brands. For example, if we take it, if we want to take an example, let's take the example of biscuits. Biscuits. For example, if I go to the market first time and I purchase candy biscuits, okay, since candy biscuits are not expensive, so I will not get involved because I do not have to pay so much amount to purchase candy biscuits. So I will get candy biscuit, I will have candy biscuit with my tea, and next when I go to the market next time, I will go to a store next time, then I will try then I would think that candy, I have already tried candy and now I will not try candy, I will try tuck. Next time I do not try tuck, I try peanut pick. Next time I do not try peanut pick, next time I try gala. So students, now we come to a point where consumers go to the market and he just purchases a product, not because he is dissatisfied from the product. ठीक है, जरूरी नहीं है कि हम अपनी ब्रांड अपनी परचेज डिसीजन को चेंज करें, इसलिए चेंज करें कि हम एक प्रोडक्ट से सेटिस्फाई नहीं है. नहीं, दिस इज नॉट लाइक दिस. वी आर सेटिस्फाइड फ्रॉम कैंडी, लेकिन जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ चेंज. वैरायटी सीकिंग मतलब just for the sake of change we go to the other brand, just for the sake of change we go to the other brand, and just for the sake of purchase we go to the other brand. So we are moving towards other brands not because we are dissatisfied from the brand, but because we want to seek difference. Okay ji. And next it is habitual buying behavior. So, students, habitual buying behavior is depicted when consumer has low involvement in purchase decision. Okay, when consumers are buying product that they use for their daily routine. Okay, they purchase for daily routine. For example, a consumer uses Surf Excel for their household consumption. Whenever he goes to store, he will always purchase Surf Excel. He will always purchase Surf Excel, and it will become his habit to purchase Surf Excel. So consumer is purchasing Surf Excel again and again, again and again, again and again. This is not because he is loyal to the brand or not because he is satisfied from the brand. This is just because he has become habitual of purchasing this product and he is just purchasing the product out of his habit. And in this case, when he goes to the store, he finds that product is available on the shelf or on the on the location where he normally goes to pick the product. Availability of a product is very important here. And on the other hand, the next point is that he always goes and he purchases the same product. So again, let me tell you that he is not purchasing the product because he is satisfied or because of his loyalty with the brand, but because of his habit and because of availability of the product in the store at the time of his purchase. Okay ji. Now students, we will move to the next topic, and next topic is about buyer decision process. So students, there are 5 steps of buyer decision process, and the process starts with need recognition. The first step of buyer decision process is the need recognition. Here, the consumer organizes a need or a problem and feels a difference between the actual state and some desired state. Okay, he is at this place right now and he wants to reach at that stage. It means he needs to go there. When he needs to go there, there is difference between the desired need and his actual position, so he wants to fill this need. Okay, and what is the definition of need? We have already studied in the very first chapter of introduction to marketing. So there are two ways an individual can identify the need. The first is internal stimuli and the second is external stimuli. What is internal stimuli? Internal stimuli means when an individual identifies his need by himself. Okay, when he identifies his need by himself. For example, hunger, thirst, and some other needs which are identified by the individual by himself. But sometimes there are some external factors which helps an individual to identify the need, and this external factor may be the discussion of friends, maybe an advertisement or discussion with friends. And when friends are discussing, then an individual or a consumer may also feel that he is in need of that particular product. अब मैं आप लोगों को एग्जांपल देता हूँ. पहली एग्जांपल है इंटरनल स्टिमुलाई की. अगर मैं कंज्यूमर हूँ और सबसे पहले अगर मैं इंटरनल स्टिमुलाई की बात करूंगा, तो वो नीड्स के तरीकेकार या वो नीड जिसको मैं खुद आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता हूँ, मेरा अपना जहन, मेरा अपना जिस्म, मेरी अपनी बॉडी, मेरा अपना दिल जिस नीड को आइडेंटिफाई करेगा वो इंटरनल स्टिमुलाई कहलाएगा. ठीक है. और इंटरनल स्टिमुलाई कौन कौन से होते हैं? जैसे कि भूख, थर्स्ट और दिल करता है कि मैं तरक्की करूं, तो ये तमाम के तमाम फैक्टर्स जो हैं ये हमारे इंटरनल स्टिमुलाई होंगे. ऑन द अदर हैंड जब हम एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुलाई की बात करते हैं, तो एक्सटर्नल स्टिमुलाई से मुराद हमें खुद तो अंदाजा नहीं हो रहा हमें इसकी ज़रूरत है, लेकिन कभी हम रास्ते में जा रहे हैं और हम कोई बिलबोर्ड देखेंगे, हम टेलीविज़न देख रहे हैं और टेलीविज़न में हमें कोई एडवर्टीज़मेंट नज़र आ गई है. उस एडवर्टीज़मेंट के बेस पे हम लोग फिर अपने आप को कहें कि हाँ वाक़ई यार इस चीज़ को तो मुझे भी ज़रूरत है, ये चीज़ तो मैं भी परचेज़ कर सकता हूँ. या दोस्त आपस में बात कर रहे होंगे और वो अपनी कार की एग्जांपल्स दे रहा होगा और कार की फ़वाइद बताने की कोशिश कर रहा होगा, तो फिर मैं भी सोचूंगा कि चूंकि मेरा दोस्त जो है उसने कार के इतने फ़वाइद, इतने बेनिफिट्स बताए, तो ये बेनिफिट्स मुझे भी चाहिए और मुझे भी कार खरीदनी है. तो दीज आर द फैक्टर्स विच आर नॉट योर इंटरनल, बट देयर आर सम एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स विच हैज हेल्प्ड यू to identify the need. So we will stop here and we will continue in next video.